Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is BlueMaxima. I just thought I'd do a really quick video because I don't have any money, so I can't buy any of the really big games and do videos on them. So this is Machinarium, a port of a PC adventure game which has also been ported to pretty much everything else on the planet. You're a robot, you're a tiny little robot, and you go around and you solve puzzles. It's most certainly one of the weirder games I've played. So I'm just going to start a new game in general because it's a good way to keep spoilers out while basically showing off what the port's like. This appears to be some sort of garbage dump. Indeed, there is a little bit of garbage. And there's a robot head. We play as this robot head. So what we can do, we can move around like this, or we can look for other stuff in the environment to interact with. So I think we're going to turn on my brightness. Actually, no, my brightness is a max, really? Huh, the auto detect thing on my camera must be playing up. But anyway, this is actually a pretty decent look at the game. It's a little bit more yellowy, but then again, my screen tends to have a little bit of a yellow tint on it. So let's just tap this thing until it falls over and reveals this, which is the robot's little body. Now that we have a little bit of a body, we can only interact with what we can reach. So let's get taller, because you can get taller and you can get smaller. Let's pick this up. Go down. There's your inventory. You press square to get to it, and you can also press square to get back. What I love is, see, my cursor is down there, down that little area. If I press square to go to my inventory, pick an item, and press square to go back, it will take the item exactly back to where it needs to be. Let's give this item to this little bug. And he brings us our legs. Alright, so now time to explain the hint system. The hint system, actually I'll explain it in the next one, in the next puzzle, because that'll be easier. So now that we have most of our body, we can go along here to our next puzzle. Push this over? Nope. Can't push it over all the way for some reason, even though we can push it that far. So we have this little tin thing here. What are these called? A spindle? And now that we have the rope, it should have... Yeah, it's there. I can barely see it. I'm sorry. It's there in the top left, I promise. Like, hold on, I'll grab it. See? There it is. Wow, this auto detect is really screwing up. Now that we've got the spindle, there's a little magnet over here. Let's pick that up. We now have the magnet. And the idea of this game is that you can combine two items together. So let's combine this rope I picked up. I hope you can see it over in the top right. Let's combine that with the magnet to make this magnet with rope. And go back in my inventory. Go back in my inventory, thank you. Let's send the robot over here. And make him do this. The animation quality and the graphics on this game, just the general atmosphere is really nice. I mean, like, it just sounds really, really good. Yep, just use that as a swing. No problem with that. Moving along. Yeah, just the quality of this game is stunning, and it looks really good on the Vita screen. Although there is one problem with that. You may realise that the image is a little bit thinner than most PS Vita games usually are. Just to show this off, look. Pay very close attention to the blue bars on the left and right. Doesn't take up the full screen. You know, the characters in this game talk by thought bubbles. Kind of unusual, but okay. This guy takes a really long time to get across a bridge. Alright, so now if we make ourselves taller and try and pull that same lever so we can get across the bridge. Please lower the bridge. No, you are a dirty robot. So now we have to figure out how to get across the bridge. Now there are two hint systems in this game over here. There's the hint bubble, and then there's the walkthrough page. The hint bubble just tells you what precisely you need to look like. So, as you can see by the hint bubble, I need to look like one of those robots. So, let's try and go over here, because this is actually one of the more annoying puzzles. Oh god, I wish I could say that without actually meaning it. So if we pick this stuff up, we can basically build ourselves a ladder up to this point to go and grab this light bulb up here. Come on, keep going. Okay, now we just keep going up, I believe, and we stand on top, and we can get taller, grab the bulb, and off the ladder I go. So I can't get back up there. Now I can put this on here, and I have a light bulb, so I look kind of like it. Now, when I first played this game, I was completely stuck on where to go, so I just went straight for the walkthrough page. So now's a good time to show off the walkthrough. Yes, I am zooming this in like this on purpose, because this is like all you can see. You have to move this key up and down through what is quite literally a scrolling shooter section where you shoot spiders. I'm really, really confused at why this sort of mechanic is in this sort of game, but, alright, I guess I won't complain. You can just hammer at the button, by the way. Oh, by the way, this is touch, too, like, see? Touch, touch, touch. Except that, you know, on a screen this small, touching this isn't just not gonna happen. Seriously, just use the buttons. I really don't get the point of this, to be honest. It's like, they offer a walkthrough, but they make you play a scrolling shooter to get it. It doesn't make much sense to me. You have to... Once you get through this, you unlock the walkthrough, but... You think they'd give you something else to do, or like some sort of credit, like the Professor Layton games, but... I guess not. So here's the keyhole. Alright, so here's the solution. Page on the left is completely fucking useless. You want to pay attention to the right side. As you can see, I've already done the ladder puzzle to get the bulb. Now, I pick up a cone, apparently, throw the rest of the cones off the edge. As you can see here, pressing L or R activates zoom mode, but it doesn't zoom in that far, so it's not really that useful. It's kind of weird. And then you tip this into the pane, and then you get your cone, and the guy will let you go past. So let's do that. Now to talk about the rest of the thing in this game. Back touchpad, front touchpad, and analog stick. I don't have a problem with front touchpad, because it's kind of alright to use. A little bit inaccurate, but, you know, what can you do? Analog stick is the control method you want to use, because it is extremely precise. And rear touchpad, no. God, no. The thing is, when you're playing this game and you accidentally put a finger on the back touchpad, the cursor will go freaking insane, and you won't be able to do anything. You'll have to be very, very cautious about what the hell you bloody do while you're trying to do something, because if your finger slips, your cursor will just move around, and it is annoying as fuck. So if I walk over here, didn't mean to do that. Okay, I have a cone, the rest can go off the edge now. I have a can of paint. Let's go over here. Now, without dipping the can of paint in, I put this in, and I get a white cone, but the white cone won't work, because the guy won't think you're the right sort of robot. So let's put this in here, and grab the cone, and put the cone on the robot's head. And just before we take care of that, I want to show the menu off. Now, you're not going to be able to see this, I'm sorry, but there's save, and you can save up to 6 different slots, which is pretty nice, save and load, but there's no auto save, so you've got to be careful about that. Help is basically how to play, controls, credits, and about the game. And There's no way to turn the rear touchpad off, even in the controls, which is really stupid. Rankings. Wait for my Vita to decide it wants to sign in. Hello, Isomelos. Hello, Icebreak. And as you can see here, there's scores for what I believe are the in-game arcade machines, but they come along later. And you can turn down the volume. And this is like completely separate from the Vita's volume controls, which is really weird. I really don't know what the cause of that is. And also you do have trophies. So that's pretty much Machinarium. It's $7 on the US store right now. Apparently using the right analog stick can move you up and down as well. I did not realise that. That's kind of cool, actually. Is this game worth the money? If you like puzzlers, yeah. If you like unique atmospheres, yeah. And considering that you can pass the entire game just by playing a little bit of a scrolling shooter in a silly little window, it's not that difficult. So if you like the look of this sort of puzzle game, please pick it up, because I believe these guys actually are a very good development studio. Except for the rear touchpad thing. You're supposed to figure that out months ago, you stupid developers. This has been BlueMaxima, and I will see you